Hello, I am Erin. I am in Stamped. I'm also a drum major for Mass Instruction Marching Unit, and I've been marching for 17 years, 16, 17 years.
Hi, I'm Davon Takal. I'm in Stamp, also a drum major, the head drum major. I've been marching for 12 years and mass instruction for 10.
Hi, I'm Ronald. I am also a member of STAMP and I am also a drum major here at Mass Destruction Marching Unit. I have been marching for 16 years, 16, 17, I've been marching since 2006.
So what? So what does it mean to be a drum major?
Oh yikes! Ooh wee. Well, for one, all eyes are on you. What you call is what they do. You're like in charge of the show. So you got to make sure everybody, and that means every single person in Mass Instruction Marching Unit, knows what they're supposed to do in and out practice, in and out parades, whatever the case may be. You also are held to a different standard, meaning some things that the regular average marcher or the average drummer might do, you can't do. So um, overall, I should say like you're like the supervisor role or managerial role in the unit.
Hey y'all, my name is Deb. I'm the captain of the Shady Ladies, and I joined Mass Instruction when it first started. So I've been here for about 10 years.
So what made you want to join Mass Destruction?
I joined Mass Instruction when it first started because of Calvin, but the other band I was in, I didn't really like it.
Why you ain't like it?
It wasn't too much of. It was like too. It wasn't too much of my speed. Like over here, we had fun. We get down. Nitty gritty. It was too like prissy and stuff. I didn't. I mean, I liked twirling, but I didn't want to do that too long.
So, my name is Calvin Harris, and I am the director of Mass Destruction Marching Unit.
My name is Kim Evans. I'm the assistant director of Mass Destruction Marketing Unit.
So like, what made y'all want to start the band, and then like, what is your history with like marching in general?
Ooh, okay, that's a good one. So, with me, I know since I can remember, I was like in another band, like when I was a teenager, and I was like, one day I'm gonna start my own group. And I didn't know when it was gonna happen, and that dream actually came true. You know how sometimes you just be saying stuff when you're younger, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it really happened.
You need a drink. I'm seeing a lot of that. And they ain't doing nothing because the same ones keep getting offline getting the drinks ain't broke a sweat. So I don't understand what you drinking for. So we'll see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday how this goes. I'll make my final decision on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's about how that went.
Well, my story is totally different. I didn't want to be in no marching band. Couldn't care less about a marching band. Okay? My daughter wanted to march. She had been watching my neighbors march. I think the name of their band was the Hurricanes. It was green and white.
Mm-hmm.
And they just wanted, they used to call her Pootie, and they just wanted Pootie in this band because she was a cute little girl. And she did a parade and cried. So as she got older, her god sister and her godmother were in a band that he was in, which was the Go Getters, which is the purple and white. You know, purple and white? Yeah, purple and white. And she wanted to join the band. And so from 9, I was just there letting her fulfill out her dreams, and I met him. And one day he got fed up. We were in another band, and he said, "I'm stuck my own man. Are you coming with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll come with you. I'll help you. I'll support you. You're my friend. I'll support you." And I've been here ever since.
Started marching when I was 9. My marching history, I started in New Edition. From New Edition, I went to the West Siders. From the West Siders, I went to the Go Getters. From the Go Getters, I was in the All Stars. And after the All Stars, I started Mass Destruction. Um, so I know for me, growing up, I went a lot of places that I wouldn't have been able to go if it wasn't for the band. Like, back then, my parents ain't have money to just be sending me to this state, this state, and that state. So I always wanted to give back. I said, once I got I'm gonna have my own marching band, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And a lot of the people that's in the marching band, you would never believe, but they have some hard backgrounds and some stories that a lot of people wouldn't think that they've been through. And my goal is to keep them off the streets, number one, and that's not just for the children, but the adults as well. We do live here in Baltimore City where it's hard. This is a hard place to survive. But also for them to get to travel places like I did growing up. Like, a lot of them don't have money to just take trips and go places. So being in a marching band, it keeps you on the go. A lot of times we do like parades in the tri-state area, like we go to Delaware, DC, Virginia, New York, New Jersey, like stuff like that. But then we also take, farther trips like Atlanta, and, different places. Like we're trying to go to Florida now. So some different places we go to. But that's one of the reasons I wanted to start the band, just to give back.
My name Tay Tay, my section Shady Ladies. I really just march in the band, and I've been marching with them for 3 years, and I've been marching since I was like 4 years old.
What's your favorite thing about this band?
That we all hang out together, like we always there for each other, like she said, bad terms, good terms, like we make sure we come through for each other, like, and we know how to turn up. I'm trying to tell you, we know how to turn up, like even when drama comes, we still know how to turn up, like that's, yeah, them late nights, yeah.
My name is Joseph. I'm in TNT, the New Threat. I just march and have fun. I'm kind of goofy, real playful. This is my second time in MBMU. I was in MBMU maybe in like 2015, then I left and was gone for a while. And then I came back about a year and a half ago. So this is my second season in MBMU again.
What's your favorite thing about being in this band in particular?
We have crazy energy. And it may seem crazy, but like I like the structure. And like I come from bands where I thought they were structured and I thought they were like really high level. But when you come over here, you have no choice but to catch up or fall behind. Because the way they teach is like either you pick up or you fall behind. And I love it because it makes you push yourself. Like I never thought that I would be able to do half the stuff that I'm doing in this band. Like my energy has grown tremendously, and like I feel like this band was like a blessing in disguise. Because after a while of marching, sometimes you get kind of complacent and you start feeling like, well, it's nothing really much. I'm just here, I'm just marching. But when you come here, it's like you get energized. It's like always somebody else doing something. Like you're like, let me see if I can try that or push myself to the next level. And Calvin is the best director. Like I love that he marches with his marchers, and he's just not a director, and he's not just oldest in my band. He gets down and dirty with us.
Jeremy. I play any and everything on the line. I'm the captain of Rick Squad. I've been marching since I was 13. I'm 32, so I'm pretty old. Yo.
All right, what's your favorite thing about this band?
My favorite thing about this band is the ratchetness. I just love the fact that I can't cuss right.
You can cuss.
I
Be
just love
yourself.
the fact that we talk our shit and we back it up. We don't give a damn.
When did you join Mass Destruction?
I joined Mass Destruction in 2013.
What made
2013.
Sorry. What made you want to join?
What made me want to join? Well, you know, Calvin is my cousin, so the band that I was in, it was a good band, but we were like kind of folding. We were out the last stages of the band, so I always said if I wanted to march for anybody else, it was gonna be for Calvin. So I said after I left my last band, I came straight here. Me and my brother James came straight here.
What's your favorite parade that y'all done or event?
Oh, my favorite parade that we did, I would have to say it was down the hill over east. I think that was my favorite one. We had run-ins with two bands at one time, and it was us versus Go Getters, and then us versus BCE, and we kind of just like just tore them to shreds. Literally.
You know what? I was clucking in this.
Literally, and we were not even close to the amount of jumpers that they had, and we just came down straight. I don't know what it was. It was just bad. We just took people by the neck and just.
So what would you say is like your main purpose being captain?
I feel like my main purpose is to, you know, give the other guys on my line and the young ones that's on my line a chance to do something constructive to keep them out of trouble, you know, and bring them together into a constructive environment, you know, to give them a sense of what it's like to really be a part of something special, and to learn while you do it. So that's my biggest thing. You know, I've been a captain of these lines since I first started playing. So I think honestly, this line is probably my pride and joy. Like, you know, the ones that I really, really took under my wing to really like show them, you know, what they needed to know. And I've seen them grow for the last 10 years. So.
The main point of me doing the documentary, I wanted to kind of like showcase like, you know, it is spaces in Baltimore where queer people and straight people can like coexist, and with queer people being very like themselves, not just like, you know, how we blend in usually, you know. So how do y'all feel that this space handles that, or like the band world in general handles that?
This is so crazy.
For me, I think it's 50-50. Because you can coexist and you can be brothers, you can be sisters, you can hang out inside and outside of the band, but you do have the stigma with the gay guys and the straight drummers that it's always something. And 9 times out of 10, well, I can only speak for myself. It's not that, but it's put the stigma on that a gay guy and a straight guy can't be brothers, can't hang out, can't do this. But in all actuality, they actually are. Because me personally, I'd rather hang with the straight guys than the gay guys in the band. Personally.
It's like this is my favorite. One of my favorite things about the band world, like, is because you have so many different people coming together to do the same thing. Like, you got black kids, you got white kids in the band, you got straight boys, you got gay guys, you got trans women, you have trans men, you got like everything about it, what's going on. And it also, I like the band world because it also shows like little kids that are out there that may be coming up, whether they are homosexual, heterosexual, whatever it is. It's showing them that they can do whatever they want to do and be who they want to be. And there are other people out there that like to do that. Like, just because you're a little boy that like to dance don't necessarily mean that you're gay. You just like to dance, but there's nothing else out there for you. So, okay, I can get down, I can rock with the band because, years ago they used to have like these little like rock off sections in front of the drum lines. There was no pom poms, there wasn't no skirts, nothing like that. They would just straight get in front of the drum line and just straight have at it and dance. So and it was younger boys who was out there who wanted to do stuff like that. So it kind of brought them to the band world, and then coming into the band world with trans women and it's introducing them at a younger age to things that they may be not or may have not been exposed to. But it also shows you that you can interact with these people and there's nothing wrong, different or wrong about them. Like you can still interact with this person like a regular person because they are a person. Like outside of how people try to describe it.
Mass Destruction is one of the bands that have diversity. We are one of the most diverse bands because me growing up in band, it was a fight. Like if you were transitioning, like, from a male to female or stuff like that, it was like you couldn't, like certain bands would be like, oh no, you can't be in it. It was still like you was getting discriminated against. So with my group, I said I wasn't going to do that. So everybody is welcome here, no matter if you are white, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, Hispanic, gay, straight, transgender, everybody's welcome.
It's an interesting thing because it's like, yeah, we might have our differences, but this one thing, the band world, is what brings us together. Like all different walks of life. You have some queer that are in like the highest of the highest positions. It's also like a network type system too, because like it's just the thing of like you can have doctors, you got engineers, you have like people, entrepreneurs, like you have so many, like I said, different walks of life, and just coming as a unit together is like it opens more opportunities for everybody. I think that's the beautiful thing of it. So adding that on top of that is why I really like the band world. That's like a big
thing what she just said. A lot of people think that what people say all the time is, oh, that's that band stuff, that's kiddie, they ain't doing nothing else, they don't got nothing else to do with their life. But it's like you got, like you said, engineers, you got doctors that march, you got engineers that march, you got college graduates that's getting their masters that march. You got people that own businesses that's marching. Like it's crazy, and people always try to downplay what you're doing. But it's like outside of working a 9-to-5 and having this side hustle, I'm also a mentor to kids, or I'm also doing this with this. I'm also networking with these people. Like it's the band world. It's a bigger network than a lot of people would give it credit for. Like people that waking up in the morning getting these girls together. It's the people in the band that are doing the people in the band's hair. It's the people in the bands that's making these outfits. It's the people in the band that's on the side being EMTs and stuff like that. It's the people in the band literally working the band scene within ourselves, because when you outsource to people try to do you dirty, or they try to run you down, or oh no, y'all got too many gay people in here. Oh, it's too many this in there. Oh, it's this in there. So then you gotta really literally fight for yourself with yourself. So it's kind of like, even though the bands have beefs within the bands, outside of that, when it comes down to it, and we all together, you need this, okay, go ahead. You need this, okay, go ahead. You need this, okay, go ahead. Because we know that nobody else is gonna help us but us.
Right. Let me add on real quick, because I just feel like my drum majors, I can't speak for everybody else, but my drum majors are like, we can cuss, right? We're the shit. Like, do you know who I'm sitting with? Like, at this point, do you know who I'm sitting with? Do you know who I'm sitting with? That's what I'm going to say. Do you know who I'm sitting with? And then speaking for myself, like, a lot of people don't know, but I work for Google. So it's like, that just goes to show you, like, you have so many different walks of life, but at the end of the day, this is the one thing that we all have in common, which is band. We love to perform. We love to march. We love to come to practice. So it's like, and that's another stigma. I mean, I should say stereotype that blows me about what other people think about the Baltimore community bands, because they think that this is just it for us. Like, this is all that we have to offer. It's just band and that's it. No, like they said, outside of this, like some of us is on some real Fortune 500 type stuff, or some real entrepreneurial type stuff, going to school, or just figuring out life as a whole in general, because I don't want to leave that out too, because your mental is the most important thing too. So just the fact of like we can all come together and create not only like great chemistry, but crazy good performances too. Like heck yeah. That's the real cool thing about that. But overall, it's really a networking thing. Like network is the biggest, like they said, the biggest thing in the Baltimore community dance scene. So yeah.
Just to think, like you, when the bands get to their biggest, you can have anywhere from 100 to 200 people in one band. Multiply 200 people by 10 bands coming down the street. That's what, 2,000 people? That's 2,000 people that's not running the streets, gangbanging, doing all that for this time period because they're literally marching down the street. You can literally see 2,000 black and brown kids, queer, gay, straight, whatever, indifferent, coming down the street, being positive and being productive, coming down the street and not doing something else. Which is why I don't understand why people have such a big issue with the band scenes in the area because it's literally creating a space for people to have something else to do. Like when we send out the description for like the parade invites and stuff like that, I always put in there to give an alternative view on the negative stereotype of Baltimore City. I put that in everything that we do because it is what we do is positive, and everybody, as soon as you say Baltimore City, when you somewhere else, people are like, oh, you live there? Yeah. And we march here and we from there, and this is what we do. This is the talent that comes out of the city. Like talent.
You would never see the Baltimore band style anywhere else besides in Baltimore City.
People literally pay to learn our style of march in different countries, different continents. Like we are literally the only city with this style march.
No shade. You can go to every other state and find a majorette dance. You can go to every other state and find an HBCU band style. You can go to any other state and find a militant style. You can go any other style and find a what's the other one? A core type style. Yeah, like you only gonna find this style in Baltimore City.
And if you see it somewhere else, they came from Baltimore. Let's just being honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think that's all I really have to say. I don't know, actually, if anybody watches this video and they be like, oh, that was a cool documentary you did. We like to donate to them. Yes, we're more than willing to take some donations. Listen, anything helps because like some of the people, like they do pay for their own like uniforms and things like that, but they have to raise money. Like we do fundraising and stuff like that. But some of the parents just don't have it, and we don't want to put the children out because their parents can't afford to get them stuff. So we try to help them with whatever it is they need. And it's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's very hard. But having this band for 10 years, I can see 10 more years plus. It was a hard 10 years, but we managed to still be here. We struggled, but we haven't folded yet. And we managed to still be here, and by the grace of God, we'll do 10 more years. Then by the time 10 more years come, though, I don't know if I'm gonna still be director. I'll probably be done past her the torch, and then she'll be director, and then Aaron probably will be assistant director by then. I don't know how it's gonna go, and I'll just be like the founder or something, because like, I don't know. But it's probably gonna be like that,
And sing.